Hey, how's it going? Welcome to the third episode in the One Key to a Golden Pan Challenge, Broke to Ballin, as I like to call it. In this episode, we started with 22 keys around that, and a 12 key spell. So, like 30 keys mixed is what we had, and let's just say your boy made hella profit, but I'm not going to spoil it. You know, you probably read the title, but let's see how I did it and what these trades are and what hats I traded for, what spells, what, you know, could be anything, right? But hey, let's hop into these trades and see what we did.
I'm picking up a Orbiting Fire Magistrate's Mullet. It's a spy unusual. It's not a bad effect. And I'm picking up for 9 keys. And just probably around 8.9 keys. Buy orders are 8.36. So we're paying about 0.6 above buy orders, which is cool. And the price on BP right now is 8.5 to 11. So no other sellers on the market, so we can just look for 11 keys is what I think I'll go for, maybe 12. More likely to be 12 than anything. So yeah, that's a nice pickup. Even if we grab this for 9 keys, we'll still have 12 keys left over. So we'll be able to pick up another unusual, or, you know, a couple more spells. Oh, and this mullet goes really nice with my Spectral Spectrum spells. These are my personal items, but they look nice with them. Cool. So as next trade, I was browsing BP listings, and that's usually a way I find good deals, is just browsing and clicking through pages and pages of unusuals. Doesn't sound too fun, but honestly it's a good way to see those good deals. And I saw this Kilowatt Defiant Spartan. He wanted 11 keys for it, so I sent him 11 keys, but because it was such a good deal I added a scrap, and this way when a bunch of people send the same offer on like 11 keys for the buyout, they'll go with my offer because I've got the extra scrap. And I usually do this when there's really good deals on backpack. I did it with the Terawatt Modest Pile of Scrap, which was our first unusual of the series, and that worked out okay. So this Kilowatt Defiant Spartan has buy orders at 10.7, so we got it a really good price, to be honest. Even though backpack does say 11 to 12 keys, this is outdated because clearly buy orders are almost at that. So I'm thinking of listing this for 14, maybe 15 keys, because it is one of one on the market. Not bad. Let's remove the beard. Yeah, Kilowatt's a decent effect. We've had the sister effect Terawatt, which is just the green variant. So yeah, yellow's cool. I believe we can get around 15 keys for this. Alright, so I am trading my Defiant Spartan and Magistrate's Mullet for a Searing Plasma Virus Doctor. The Virus Doctor has buy orders at 20.5, and these have around 19 in total, so we're upgrading by a key in buy orders. And he had it listed for 25, and I think on paper we were overpaying because these two were 27 and he was looking for 25, but because it's one of one on the market, I feel like we can get the same asking price of 27 or maybe 28. So yeah, let's accept this on mobile. And there we go. A Searing Plasma Virus Doctor. Now this is a robo hat, but it's very desirable because it's a really nice medic hat. And the effect is okay. It's an okay first gen. Let's take a look. Yeah, not bad. It kind of looks like the frisbee Hancock used to decapitate a man's hand in the movie Hancock.
Call me an asshole. One more time.
I don't see how that's relevant, but yeah, it's not bad. Alright, so I'm doing a trade for my Virus Doctor for 22 keys. Now, I would consider this heavily discounted, but BP does say 25, and I was looking for more than that, but you know, 22 is still good. Considering I bought the two unusuals which I upgraded them to, I bought those two for 20, so this is a 2 key profit right here. So let's accept our keys. Should be 22. Don't know why the names aren't showing up, but cool. So now we have 23 and a bit of ref to buy unusuals and spells with.
Next, my friend Ballin, who I've been talking to for around a week now, he's getting into spell trade and he said he wanted to quick sell his Chromatic Corruption Troublemaker's Tossle Cap. And I said, I'll buy it for 2.5, and he said, I can do that, but I want you to add 3 keys on your end and I'll add my VM ticket. And I said, that's perfectly fine. So I picked it up for 2.5 basically, after selling the MVM ticket, that is. So yeah, potential profit of 1.5 keys, because these chromatic tossles are going for 4 keys right now. So that's not bad at all. And another thing, it's going to match really, really well with my chromatic misc that I just bought for 3.5 keys. So let's check that out in game.
So this is a pretty unique trade. We are trading 11 keys pure for a Pro KS Collector's Charge and Targe. It's a quick sell. People are selling it for 15. Buy orders at 10.3. So 11 isn't bad for this. I don't think it'll take too long to sell. And if it does, quick selling's always an option. This is the first collector's items of the series, which is pretty awesome because I've never had a collector's shield before. So I actually didn't know this. I bought this Targe and Charge for 11. It's Pro KS. I was just checking backpack, and Pro KS buy orders are 10.33, so I bought it for 11. And I checked for a normal one, and buy orders are 12.5. So yeah, let's strip the Pro KS off this and just sell to a bot for 12.5. That's an instant profit of 1.5 keys. Sweet. Going. So for this next trade, so I'm basically getting this Miami Nights Combustible Kabuto for 10.2 keys after I sell these items on backpack to bots. The reason I'm getting this is because buyers are at 9.16, so I'm paying about a key above buy orders, which isn't ideal. But this price is very outdated because Disco Beatdown, which is similar to Miami Nights, in tier. It's going for around 18. This could be down is a bit better, but I think we can get 14 for this. Probably more realistically 13 would be a listing price where we would get a trade quite fast. So potential profit on this trade is 4 keys, but mail-list for 3. And by potential profit I mean the maximum amount of profit I think I can get from this one trade. Obviously that'll snowball if we get item offers or yeah. So yeah, not a bad trade. So I just did a trade for 4 keys for a head price from Wheezy, and I saw him advertising selling it, and the reason I'm doing it is just because buy orders are higher than 4, so obviously I'm going to pick it up just to flip it to bots. You know, that's an easy 7.22 ref straight away. Typical Cherish fashion, I was browsing for spells on Backpack and I saw this fancy dress uniform for 3 keys. Now, with the big brain trading knowledge I have, I know fancy dress uniforms are actually quite high demand, and this was listed about 5 hours ago. So I contacted the person, Lauren, apparently, and we ended up getting this fancy dress uniform for 3 keys, which is pretty awesome because Strange Spectral going for 14, Strange Sinister for going for 20, which is, I think that's a bit much. 20 for Spectral, Lowcraft, is it? No, it's not Lowcraft. Yeah, so it seems kind of all over the place, but I think 3 keys was a good deal, and I think we can get, for dye job there's 0 on the market, so I think 8 keys could be, 8 keys would be the price we'd set it at. Seems reasonable. Yes, we got a juicy margin there. Potential profit of 5 keys from 3 keys. That's awesome. So I'm buying a Spectral Spectrum Cold Killer. He was quick selling it for 4, and I managed to bring him down to 3 keys. Sellers for a Spectral one are at 8, but Chromatic is only at 4.5. So I think a realistic price on this would be 5 keys. Usually Spectral is a little below Chromatic, but in this instance seems like Spectral is going for a lot higher. So I'll probably be looking for 5 keys on this. And there we go. This is our first Spectral Spectrum spell. We are picking up a lot of spells lately, and I think it's going to be really good for us. Because honestly, spells, quick buying spells is a lot better than buying low tier unusuals. In my opinion, anyway, unusuals are still good and it's important to have that stability. Let's actually go on red and check out this, because I love Spectral Spectrum, but the only downside is that on blue it is barely visible, because it goes from white to light blue and it's really hard to see, but it is quite cool, especially if you combo it with Frostbite. It can look really nice. But on red team, it's actually got really cool effect. It goes from like a yellow to a dark orange red, and it's my favourite paint spell for sure. Damn, that's so nice. We're gonna have no problem selling this. So here I'm trading Enigmatic Eyebrow. Please ignore the anime chicks on the left and right. I'm trading him for his Overton Planet's Big Chief, for my Combustible Kabuto worth 14, his is worth 10, so he's gonna add is Guillotine. How do you spell guillotine? Hello. Is Pro KS Guillotine, a Hawk Warrior, and a Cream Spirit Paint. Now this will be around 3 keys and items, so he's adding 3 keys on top. So technically I am overpaying by a key, but all honesty, this is a great trade for me because I get pure items I can trade straight away, and the Big Chief is a very liquid item. It has biodas at 8.3, so I'm basically getting 8.3 in biodas and 3 keys on top for a total of like 11. Yeah, like 11.7, which is really good because biodas on this were 9.2. So yeah, we could quick sell it to a bot, profit, 1 key profit, but you know, what's the point? We might do that actually, but we'll see. Thanks for the trade. Now let's check out this in-game. Yeah, Overton Planet's still low tier effect, but Big Chief is a nice heavy hat, in my opinion. It's one of the best ones, but it's medium tier. So I thought I'd record this. I'm actually really mad. I saw this Cloud9 Snowcaps on Trade It, and it was going for around 15 keys. I didn't have 15 keys at the time. I had the Overton Big Chief and like 4 keys. I didn't have enough, so I needed to sell the Big Chief to a bot and then quick sell a spell. So I did all that. When I finally had enough keys, it went off the site. So we just lost half a key for nothing. But it kind of wasn't for nothing, because if we would have picked up for 15, we could have instantly sold it for like 10 keys profit. So we just gotta live with it. Hey, how's it going, guys? So after taking that small loss, which is unfortunate, I was really adamant about using our keys to get a good deal. So I was browsing a ton of trading sites and ended up seeing this Blizzardy Storm Trash Man. It's 1 of 5. Buy orders at almost 15 keys, and Stormy Storm sells at 20. So I'll probably look for 20. I can pick it up for 15 and a half. So that's really not bad. So we're going to go ahead and do it. So, you know, just chilling on a Saturday on trade servers, and I get this trade for my Chromatic Corruption Tossle for 4 keys. And I'm going to accept this quickly because there is multiple on the market for 4 keys. So it's best if I accept as soon as possible. Alright, sweet, we got it. The Chromatic Tossle for 4 keys. We bought this, I want to say 2 days ago for 2.5. So this is a really nice profit of 1.5 keys. Awesome. Hey guys, so this is the next trade. We are picking up a double spelled Spec KS Degreaser. If you remember, we had a Halloween Fire one of these, which sold pretty fast. We are picking this up for 4.5, and sellers are at 8, so we'll probably look for 8. So it's a nice quick sell. I'd consider it a quick sell anyway. So yeah, we had a regular Halloween Fire one in the last episode, and it sold in about 2 days. We picked that one up for 2 and sold it for 4. So it seems like a reoccurring theme that we pick up degreasers and get a 2 times return on them. So hopefully that turns out to be the same, and I'll see you in the next trade.
So in this next trade, we sold our Spectral Spectrum Cold Killer, which we picked up for 3 keys, and we sold it for around 5.5 keys. So as you can see, the majority of the trade was for 4 keys and 40 ref, but the rest is in MVM robot parts. Now these are worth a ref each, so if you just imagine the rest of the robot parts being a ref each, and some of the bad parts are worth like a weapon, but those were just kind of thrown in. So yeah, think of it as we bought the Cold Killer for 3 keys, sold it for 5.5, basically. That's a nice profit of 2.5 keys, and in my book, that's a pretty good return. I believe this took 2-3 days, I want to say, but it might have been sooner. And this trade happened on a trade server, but because it was such a big trade, it was out of the window, because it would have took years and years to add all that ref and robot parts. So yeah.
Hey guys, so in this next trade we ended up selling our Blizzardy Storm trash map. We picked this up for 15.5 keys and we sold it for 16 keys. So that's a profit of 0.5 keys, which isn't too bad. The reasoning behind it is we sold a spell which I didn't expect to sell so fast, which was the Spectral Spectrum Cold Killer. We sold that for 6 keys, so I wanted to liquidate my unusual so I could buy higher tier unusual or some better spells. So I did that, sold for a profit nonetheless, 0.5 keys, but could have got more, but the thing is the trash man was going to take quite a long time to sell, so quick selling it for a small profit is not bad in my book, and this approach of quick buying and quick selling unusuals has been very lucrative for me, and I think it's the approach we're going to adopt, especially because I'm so active on trade servers lately. So yeah, let's see if we can pick up some nice deals with our new 22 fresh keys. Let's go. We got 22 keys, so I decided to pick up this special Snowfall Killing Tree, on the condition that he had added his war paint cases as sweets. I'm picking up for 8 keys. Buy orders are 7.3, but the reason I asked him to add his war paint cases is because these 2 war paint cases are worth like 0.5 keys together. So I basically paid 7.5 keys, which is what I was going for. As you can see, sellers are at 10 keys and buyers are at 7.3. Now he was looking for 9.4. So as soon as this goes, I guess we could look for 10, but more likely than not I'm gonna list for 10 and try and quick sell it for 8. So after doing this trade for the special Snowfall Killing Tree, buyers are at 7.3 and TF trade gives me 8.4 keys, and I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Yeah, so we picked it up for pretty much like 7.6 after all the sweets that were added, all the war paint cases, that is. So yeah, we're gonna take 8.4 on it just because it's instant profit and we have no reason not to take it. Okay, we're going to take the 8 keys now, and then once the site refreshes with our balance, we'll pick up the rest in ref.
The next day,
we received an offer for 12 keys for our Chromatic Corruption Siberian Sophisticate. Now we bought this for 4.5, so that's a nice profit of 7.5 keys, which is awesome. You know, that's our highest profit so far in a single trade on a single item, and yeah, I'm really happy I bought this because I was skeptical about it because we didn't have that much pure at the time, but you know, after advice from friends and stuff, decided it was a good decision, and it's really worked out. Listed for 12, got 12, big profit. Then in this next trade, we traded 23.5 keys for a Spec KS Hot Rocket Launcher. This is our first unusual weapon. We got this for just a few ref above buy orders, which is great. I imagine we can get around 30 for this, but the plan is, to be honest, to quick sell this for around 26, maybe 25, because I just want the pure straight away, and the tactic right now is to just quick buy and quick sell, quick buy and quick sell, and to buy spells on the side from wherever we can get our dirty hands up. But yeah, awesome, we're at a good amount right now, and I'll see you in the next trade. Alright, so we're in game. Let's accept our new items. It's keys for days and our unusual rocket launcher. Oh, so it's red in the middle, which is decent. I think there's like blood splatters. Yeah, not bad at all. Please don't mind the name. Yeah, 12 keys and an unusual rocket launcher. Awesome. Let's check it out. Ooh. Cool. Oh, and it's Team Shine too. Awesome. Wow. Should not have an issue selling this. Alright, so as planned, we ended up quick selling the rocket launcher we bought for 23.5 for 24. Honestly, I just did this as a quick and easy profit maker while I had the pure. Because it was spec chaos, even though it was battle scarred, I knew I could get at least half a key or a few keys off it, but half a key is fine because I can buy new stuff now. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 24. Cool. So I just bought a Bruce Purple Footprints Fast Learner. Footprints on a misc item usually sells really well, and you can't get these for cheap, especially on a Fast Learner. These are really nice. Bruce Purple isn't the best footprint spell, but it's semi-mid tier, and I got it for 10 keys. Cheapest seller on a Footprints Fast Learner is Violet for 20. Now this seems quite high. Bruce Purple is better than Violet, so maybe we look for 20 would be decent. Head this is at 34, so 20 for Bruce Purple isn't too bad. We'll see.
I also did a overnight trade. I sent this offer out for a Sinister Tavish Crown for 2 keys, simply because Voices was looking for 3 keys, no other sellers on paint spells on the market, so picking this up for 2 and looking for 5 is really not bad, and I think we can get somewhere around that because I don't see many spell Tavishes around.
Hey, how's it going? So we picked up those spells, this Staining Crown, and this nice Purple Footprints Mist. Let's check them out. I really like the spelled crowns because it's the gems that glow. Super nice. Also the footprint spell. Nice. Fast Learn is a really nice scout mist. And it should leave purple footprints. Ooh. This is super nice. Hey, so we had 26 keys in total at this point. I was browsing for good deals, as per usual. And I couldn't find any decent... I could find decent deals, but no really good deals. For around 2 days, and I was getting kind of frustrated with keys just sitting in my backpacks. That's the number one thing that I don't like, because I don't have the potential to make anything if I have just keys sitting in my backpack. So I was browsing a ton of trading sites, and I was eyeing up this Alpha Steam for a few days with sparkling lights. It's one of 6. Buy orders are almost 18, and I'd be picking it up for 20. Technically 19.8, But yeah, almost like 2.5 keys of buy orders technically. 2.3, which isn't terrible, you know, but it's not great. I prefer to get it for a little less, but to be honest, it's a rare effect, and I've been seeing these sparkling lights unusuals go for a lot lately. So I believe we can list around 30. It's priced at 25 9 months ago, but these are going up in price. So I'm going to list for 30 and see how we do. Alright, so I have 4.5 keys at the moment, and I just did a trade with Pally for his Chromatic Corruption Tough Guys toke. He messaged me and said he wants to quick sell his spell, and I said I could do 2 keys, and he said that's fine. So we're picking this up for 2 keys. As you can see, there's quite a few sellers at 4 keys for a Chromatic Corruption toke, even vintage ones. Now I think I am going to list for 3.5. The reason being that if I list for 4, there's no reason for someone not to buy a vintage one over a normal one, unique one. So I'm going to list for 3.5. So we have a nice 1.5 key margin, which is cool. Alright, so we just accepted our Alpha Steam. Ooh! I've never had sparkling lights before, but this is really nice. Wow. When this came out, I remember thinking I thought this would be like mid-tier at best. But people who do really like this will pay a lot for it. I think it leaves this kind of after effect when you move as well. Really, really not a bad pickup. I'm actually super glad I got this now. Alright, so this next trade, I just did a trade with Gus for a Smoking Glow, and it's for my Sparkling Lights Alpha Steam, which we bought for just under 20 keys, and our Sinister Stain in Tavish Crown worth 5 keys, but we got it for 2. So in total we paid just under 22 keys for this lore, which is great because buy orders are at 26.5. So we could sell it straight away for a 4.5 key profit, but I believe we can get more than that, considering there's no sellers on the market even. Please don't mind this meme loadout I've got going on. Nice, yeah. Lore's super nice. Oh, it's actually gonna look really good on this outfit. Oh, killing it.
So this next trade, I was on a trade server but I didn't end up recording it, so this is in post. I sold the Dye Job Fancy Dress Uniform. I really did like this cosmetic, wearing it on Soldier, because I don't usually play Soldier, but I was playing it more with the dress uniform on. So yeah, but still I cannot deny 3 keys profit when we paid 3. So total of 6 keys for our fancy dress uniform, which is not bad. We had it listed for 8, so I just did some negotiation with AAA, and he said 6 is cool, so nice.
Alright, so I just did a trade for my double spell degreaser, which I bought 4.5 keys, for a Spectral Spectrum Allfather. Now this is really, really nice. This is such a good trade. As a 1-1. He was looking for 8 keys, and he said he liked my degreaser for a 1-1. So I said, sure, why not? So instead of picking this up for 8 keys like I was going to, I got it for 4.5 basically. So let's check out this Allfather. This is actually my first spelled Allfather, and Spectral is one of my favourite effects. I checked the market on this, and it is going for 30 keys for a Spectral one. because all fathers are really nice. Beard, all class. Damn, that is nice. So yeah. Alright, so I just did a trade. This was all my keys. 8 keys and a Team Spirit Dead of Night, which we bought for 34 ref. So we're paying 8 keys, 34 ref for a Blizzardy Storm Handyman's Handle. This sellers at 10 and buy on us at 8 keys, 40 ref. We could quick sell it for a small ref profit, but now margins are pretty slim on this, but I think we can sell it pretty quickly. No problem at all. There we go. Now the Handyman's Handle is a pyro only unusual, and as you can see, it's literally it's a plunger, but Blizzardy Storm is a decent effect, decent 2nd gen effect.
Hey guys, so I just did a trade for my smoking glow plus some sweets. Worth around a key, I'd say, in painted value, but we picked it up for around 40 ref in sweets. So on the law, we traded our Sparkling Light Self-Esteem plus a spell for this, so we technically got this for 22. So total, almost 24 keys for a Max's head, painted white. Now these are currently going for 33 keys. So if I did my math right, that is a profit of 9 keys to sell this for pure. There we go. Max's Severed Head. You guys didn't know this is a promotion item, well was, for the game Salmon Max. It's a really cool series. If you guys, I would recommend you guys buy the game, but obviously you can't get it anymore, I don't think. This item was a promotion item and the big kill for the spy. So pretty cool. This is definitely the first max set of the series.
For 32 keys and 59 ref, around there. So this is the most keys we've accepted so far. Hey, so these next few trades are going to be in concession of each other because they're all on the same day. I didn't do any voice recording for it, so first trade is our Chromatic Corruption Tough Guys Tote. We sold this for 2 keys and 46 ref to Asian Duck. This was in a trade server. It was late as a motherfucker. It was 2:24 AM. Therefore, obviously, I'm not going to do voice recording at that time. So yeah, that's a nice profit of 40. Next trade, we quick bought. Next trade, we picked up a Circling Heart Trucker's Topper off of a trading site. I was eyeing this up for a few days, but I didn't have the pure at the time, and there was another seller on the market at the time for 20. So I picked that up for 18. Buy orders were 17. So really not a bad pickup at all. I'd actually consider this one of the better pickups, just because Circling Heart is a decent mid-tier effect, the 1st gen effect that is, and it's on a multi-class, well, dual class really. I know people say multi-class, but it's only 2. It's the NG and the Scout. So really not bad, picking that up for 18 keys and 3 ref. And the next trade, we sold a Bruised Purple Footprints Fast Learner. We bought this for 10 keys pure, and we sold it for 12 keys pure and a Conga Taunt worth 1.5 keys. So 13.5 keys total, with a profit of 3.5 keys. Now the Fast Learner is worth a bit more than that, estimated around 18 to 20 keys probably, but that would take a long time to sell. And as I said earlier in the episode, we are quick buying and quick selling technically, but yeah, 13.5 keys is really not bad on this. I also quick sold our Blizzardy Storm Handyman's Handle for 8 keys and 45 ref. Now we picked this up for 8 keys and 30 ref, so it's not an amazing profit, but the reasoning behind it is, you know, I just sold quite a few items and I bought the trucker's topper. So I had quite a few keys and I wanted more because I wanted to buy a decent mid-tier. So yeah, I decided to, just to have more pure and more keys to play around with if I'm seeing good deals. Alright, so this next trade is the last trade of the episode. We are picking up a green energy platinum pickle hub on a trade server for 22 keys. Now I saw this guy advertising in the chat saying wants to quick sell it for 22, and I said, damn, green energy pickle hub for 22 keys, give me that now. So yeah, I traded them up, and after doing some research on Backpack, buy orders were at 21.5, no other sales on the market, which is really good for a green energy. Any energy for 22 keys is pretty decent as long as it's on a not so cancer hat. I also went ahead and checked the purple energy version because I like to check the sister effects when there's similar effects just to see if the price is right. Now the price was outdated on Backpack for the green energy one. It said 20 keys, and obviously if buy orders are 21.5, that's obviously outdated. So I checked purple energy and that was outdated too, but nevertheless it had sellers at 45 I think, and buyers at 35. So that was some good encouragement to buy this item, considering buy orders on purple energy was so high. But I think on medic unusuals, purple energy is largely better just because people like pink and purple on medic for being medic girlfriends and stuff like that. I think that's the market trend. So yeah, I did take that into consideration too. So picking this up for 22 is still really good nonetheless, and we are going to look for 30 keys on this. So this is the end of the episode. We have just over 100 keys in items. We started this episode with around 30 mixed. Mostly keys though, we had like 22 keys, something like that. And we are ending with a green energy pickle hub worth 30 keys, a circling heart trucker's topper for the scout on the NG for worth 22 keys, the spectral spectrum allfather worth around 30 keys, like 3 keys in spells and 15 keys in pure, and another half a key off the page, and in total that is a 101 around there, 101 keys in mixed, which is super awesome. We're doing a lot of trading recently and this is why. But yeah, we have been getting some super nice trades lately, and I can feel the momentum starting to pick up, and we're starting to get some big boy hats. Hopefully next episode we can start getting some Halloweens, which would be awesome. So yeah guys, thank you so much for watching this episode. If you really want to help me out, go ahead and subscribe. It really helps me out. And let's get on with the donations.
Hey guys, I'd like to thank Engineer Gaming for the Mad Milk donation.
I am the milkman. My milk is delicious.
This is a nice donation, thank you. So we have a very generous donation from Banana Joe. He said, jump off a plane please, and gave me the base jumper. So thanks Joe. So my friend Chicken told me to come on the server so he could show me an item of his. And then he told me he had a gift for me. And it's a Sinister Staining Lady Killer. And he signed it, and it's really awesome. So thank you so much, Chicken.